Three mental models that I've learned from the world's best marketers. Now, the first mental model is what we call the earned attention flywheel. Okay, so this is where you use a mixture of compounding organic content, albeit SEO, which you can use for blogs, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a sleeper. Twitter is really, really good if you're an e-com and even if you're an agency owner. And then of course you got paid reach. So this is what we call the earned attention flywheel. You're earning attention. The more attention you earn, the more it compounds, right? Sounds simple. Very, very few people are consistent. Even this is an example of the earned attention flywheel. With a lot of my YouTube videos, sometimes they're reposted. I'm not ashamed to admit that. But what we've been doing is for nearly the last full year, we posted at least one YouTube video nearly every single day. Earned attention flywheel in effect. The second thing is what we call offer gravity. So this is making your offer so irresistible, so sexy, so handsome, so gorgeous, so incredible that it's very, very, very difficult to say no. And if you say no, you feel like you're a bit of an idiot. I'll give you an example. One of the offers that we have for our service people that isn't SEO related is if we don't get you X amount of qualified leads within the first 90 or 120 days, our entire fee is free. So what this means is, let's just say the goal is 20 qualified leads. What we define as a qualified lead is someone in the city and in a certain area of a city and looking for a service that our client can provide. Anything outside of that range is not considered a qualified lead. So when we offer that and we say, by the way, if we miss this target, our complete service cost is free. We know that it's an asymmetric risk. Let's just say our price point as an example is 2K a month. If it's 2K a month and someone spends $6,000, and if we don't hit our target within the first 3 months and they spend 2K a month, then the $6,000 has to materialize into our result, because if we miss the benchmark in the first 90 days, our entire fee is free until that milestone is hit. So that's a no-brainer offer. Even me, as an agency owner, and a lot of people don't have the proof to do this. Otherwise, I'll be paying them to do it. But right now I'm investing more into my stuff. But if someone said, hey, listen, I can help your agency get to 200K a month. Let's just say we're going to add an extra, 100K a month or whatever to your agency. And they were going to say that. And if we can't do that within 4 months, then we work for free. I'll say legit, prove it. Okay? If they could prove it with case studies and that they've actually done this before and they have done this repeatedly, I'm more inclined to say yes, because it does not make sense for me to turn down that offer, right? Especially if it gets me to my goal and I know I'm going to spend, as an example, an accumulative 10 grand. And if I miss the goal with them in that 4-month period, then they're going to cover it, right? So you need to have an offer that is so attractive, it pulls buyers in, okay? The third and final thing is what we call the leverage ladder. So instead of being a solo entrepreneur and doing everything yourself, it's leveraging other people's time to make more money, right? So you need to think of building a castle or a kingdom instead of just being the person that whips the horse to keep treading and prodding. When you're building a kingdom, there's guards that guard the castle. Then there's people that maybe serve people that enter. And then there's people that clean the castle. Then there's people that feed people food. There's people that own the castle, etc. Your goal is to own the castle and to build each layer of the 10 castles, right? For me, I'm at like layer 7 of building my kingdom, right? So let's use one division of my company. Let's just say the social media division. Let's just say that division, the social media management division, makes up, let's just say 12 to 20 grand a month as like one of the agencies, one of the divisions of my company, right? Because we have about 6-ish divisions. Let's just say that bills about 12 to 20K a month, 12 to 18K a month. That division, the social media division, has like 7 layers. Layer 1 is an engagement manager. An engagement manager is someone that responds to stories, responds to comments. Another layer is the social media manager. This is the person that edits the content, posts the content, schedules the content. Above that is an account manager. An account manager is the one that manages the relationship with the client, makes sure reports are going out, makes sure the client knows that they're progressing, handles fires that I can't always see, right? And then above that, in fact, let me just take a step back. Above the engagement manager, there's an engagement team leader. So they oversee all the engagement managers. Above the social media manager team leader. So she oversees all the social media managers. And then above the account manager, there's a head of account managers, right? And then it's me, right? In terms of that pod. So that's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. And we're going to eventually get a head of account managers, right? We have an account manager, like head account manager, but we're going to get another layer. And the reason why we do that is not just to waste money. It's because, again, you're building a castle. And that castle that you're building not only allows you to charge more, but it, like I said, creates a leverage ladder where if there's one thing that breaks, Dami doesn't have to necessarily jump in straight away. right? But someone else is there to protect it. If someone breaks into the castle, great, you got guards. If they get past the guards, the other person has to step in. If another person steps in, you're all the way at the top. That is how you want to build the kingdom. And these are 3 mental models that every genius marketer knows about. If you want to learn more things like this, then please look at the first comment or look at the links in the description, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.